Welcome to the Sisters in Service podcast. My name is Kat Gorchato. I'm a fellow Air Force veteran who, after 20 years of active duty, struggled with transition after leaving service. The Sisters in Service podcast is a platform to include all women veterans, organizations, military spouses, and Blue Star, Gold Star families in talking about the trials and triumphs we face while in service and after service. I want to take a moment to thank all of you who have taken the time to listen and follow me on my journey. My podcast is every Tuesday, and I hope you will tune in. Until then, please be safe, take care of each other, and until next time. Hello, everybody. It's Kat Gorchato again with Sisters in Service. You know me, but what you might not know is that this is a special edition of my podcast. I'm calling it the Sisters in Service Wellness Edition, where I get to interview all kinds of people, not just veterans, but everybody, all the people I know, all the people I hold close to me, all the people I hang out with in Clubhouse, etc. So my guest today is Holly Totten. Now, before I go any further, I want to tell you that I'm doing this for the Content Creators of Color. It's a 30-day challenge where I have to put out content every day for the month of October. So pray for me because I might need it. Now, hi, Holly. Welcome to Sisters in Service, the Wellness Edition. How are you?
I am good, Kat. I am so excited to be here and talk to you about this.
Me too. So, Holly, tell us, what's your magic sauce? What makes you you?
Oh, wow. You know, Kat, I am a retired teacher and I loved being a teacher. That was something I always wanted to do. And after I retired, I just knew I wasn't done with my life. I had so much living left. And I have combined my love of teaching and my love of writing. And I'm helping people, especially women, but people in general, because I have also helped men, but I'm helping them write their stories and get their story, what they have to say, parts of their business, whatever angle they want to take on it. But I'm helping them get that in the world and out into the world. And I really think that's my special sauce right now. That and I also have a podcast, which you have been a guest on, which has gotten great listens and great reviews. But between those two things, it's all about telling our stories and getting ourselves out there to help others.
And everybody has a story or stories, which
Yes.
is what I'm learning. So
Yes.
it's pretty awesome. I am in the new author intensive, and she just pulls that stuff out of you. I'm not sure how she does it, but she's kind of sneaky about it. And all of a sudden you find that you're doing this stuff. So, so Holly, the first part of this, I'm going to ask you some fitness and wellness questions, and you just answer them the best way you can. There's no right or wrong answer. This is about you. Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
What is your favorite exercise regimen?
My favorite exercise is walking. And I used to run, and I found with my age, and I guess it's age, I don't know, that's a good excuse maybe. I don't know, but running is not as easy for me. It kind of hurts joints and stuff now, but I really enjoy walking. And what I enjoy doing, Kat, is when I get up in the mornings, I like to go for a walk, either then or late in the evenings. And we live in the country. And so I have a dirt road that's recently kind of been paved, but not really. But that's beside the point. But I go for the walk, and there's different pastures along the walk. And it's crazy because each pasture has its own scent, its own smell. And I love taking that in. But what I do in my walk is I'll power walk for one pasture and then slow down for another, and power walk for the next and slow down for the other. And I do it on odd numbers so that when I turn around and come back, I'm walking slow on the ones that I power walked on the first time. It's just the opposite. So I get to see the views as well. So that's really what I enjoy doing.
I love that. I think walking is underrated. And I think it's just as powerful to walk than it is to run. Now, I'm not talking mall walking, y'all. I'm talking about walking where you get that heart rate up just a little bit. You get a little bit of a sweat going. But I love the fact that you slow down on one and then you kind of power walk on the other. And what I do is there are days when I'm trying to beat a certain time. So I'm power walking. Another time might be just distance. I'm just trying to get as much distance. And other times it's more of a meditative walking. What I mean by that is I'm not allowed to think about anything work wise. But what I keep asking myself is every time something about work, creeps into my mind, I'll go, okay, what do you see? What do you smell? What do you feel? And what do you hear? And it forces me to kind of just come back to center. Right. So, I love walking. It's one of my go-tos also.
I listen to music typically when I walk, not all the time, but typically. And my husband teases me and says, if I would listen to something other than Lionel Richie and the Commodores, if you get some more upbeat music,
I love that. There's nothing wrong with Lionel Richie and the Commodores.
You're exactly
They've
right.
got some upbeat stuff too. I'm just saying. So you mentioned, that the walking is your go-to. Why does that resonate with you and or your body so much?
It's something I've been doing out here where we live for a long time. And I never really, I didn't grow up necessarily having an exercise regimen. I mean, I ran track in high school, but it was not my thing necessarily. But after we moved here and I got to a certain point, I knew I needed exercise. And so I started a walk run program to doing a 5K. And I got up to that and I did 5Ks and I did 10Ks. I've not done anything longer than that. Mm-hmm. But in doing that, I trained in this, on these roads by my house. And so that is my comfort place. Mm-hmm. And, I don't do the running like that anymore, or the training like that. But it's almost it's a mental game for me. Maybe when I hit that road, I just can lose everything and lose myself and just go.
I love
Whereas
that.
if and I have friends that'll say, come to the track and walk with us, or come into town and walk with us. And I will give in every now and then and do that. But it's a whole different experience.
Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah.
It's very different.
And I don't really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I love it out here. And then, they'll want to come do it with me and I let them sometimes, but that's a whole different experience as well. It's a me time, alone time. And I just, that's what I like about it is that it's just me and my thoughts and my music and my dogs and, that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I was running with a friend for a long time and, we did some 5Ks, some 10Ks. And then one of us, I can't remember which one, decided that we were going to train for a half marathon. And so I finished the half marathon, but it was funny when people say, well, what time are you shooting for? And I said, the time I'm shooting for is the time I cross the finish line.
I get that.
I did it. I said I was going to do it and I did it and I'm glad I did it. But, shooting for time, just let me get across the finish line.
Right.
What is your why in continuing with your exercise regimen? What does it do for you that makes you just say, I keep wanting to do this more, not more, but I just want to keep doing it?
Yeah. I've found over the years, my why has changed. Originally it was to, stay in shape and look better and, all the things like in my 40s and, cause I'm bumping 60 now, I'm 59. And now I have found that my why is the why in my mind that I know I need to do is to stay in shape. I mean, I do know that, but the thing that really drives me is that I want to be around for my kids and my grandkids. And I know in order to do that, I've got to keep myself healthy. And I really enjoy that time. And it's a good way for me to get my body moving, get my heart rate up, sweat a little bit, do all the things that you need to do to get on the path of good health. And I find I kind of run in a pattern when I'm not doing my walking and exercising, my eating also falls off. When I, take the time and the energy to make sure I'm getting in that exercise, then I want my eating to follow. So but I think my why really now is my family. I want to be around as long as I can for my family. And I think that helps me.
Absolutely. I think walking also helps clear those cobwebs. When you haven't, it might be a couple days for whatever reason you couldn't get your walk on, and you're sitting down at your computer and you're trying to think and nothing's moving. It's like everything's in mud. And then you go for a walk and it clears out those cobwebs and it makes space. So you can, it's almost like a fog. The fog lifts and you're like, oh, yes, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Exactly. And it's one of those things that kind of just eats at me in the back of my mind when I don't do it, because for one, I enjoy it and I know I enjoy it. And it's sometimes it's a conscious decision to make myself go. And when I put that in the back, it kind of eats at me and, kind of builds up. And I don't like that feeling either.
Absolutely. I also think that health is one of those things that you can't buy. I don't care how much money you have, how famous you are, what kind of things you own. You can't buy it. You either have it or you don't. Now, in a lot of cases, if you don't have it, you can get it. For a lot of people, that's a longer road, harder road to get there. And so I'm kind of along with you in thinking that I just want to be healthy. I want to be 85, 90 and moving. I tend to think of, when you're you see these shows that have these people on the track and this little old woman is like lapping people and she's I want to be that little old woman. Yes. I want people to say, why did she lap me? I don't understand what's going on. If you could speak to your 25-year-old self about being fit, staying fit, getting fit, what would you tell her? What kind of advice would you give her?
Oh, I would definitely say the decisions you're making today matter. Because I think when I was that age, I did not pay attention to those kind of things, thinking I had all the time in the world, that I would always be like I am, healthy and in shape, fairly, decently in shape. And I didn't make the best health decisions. And I think my very first advice would be that the decisions you make today matter later.
Oh, huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
And you don't realize it because there's no way you can look in the future and go, okay, we're not going there. Right. And so, if you could see it, you'd be like, nope, I don't want that. Let's go a different way. But I think too, sometimes that I always hear about these commercials where they're like, oh, you can take this pill and no exercise is required. I'm like, why would you do that?
Right.
I have a hard time with that because I think moving your body is probably one of the best things you can ever do for your body. Eating right, yes, but moving, stretching, all of those things I think are huge.
Right.
What mind-body modalities do you incorporate to help you relax and unwind?
I really don't have anything set in stone. I do a lot of journaling, which helps me relax. I'm a writer. So, and I know that's not necessarily mind body, but it is something that I use. Kat, I don't really know that I have anything. I do, like I say, I do a lot of writing, and I will walk sometimes to relax. If I'm uptight or tense about something, I'll walk. Yard work. I don't really know. I don't know.
I think you kind of mentioned it when you were talking about your walking, is that, you kind of got all this scenery around you and you're able to do that, at the same time. So I think that's a great combo. Okay. What is your favorite go-to cheap food? Like that one thing that you just go, yep, that's my fave. Is it a cookie? Is it a pie? Are you a salty person? Like some people go towards the chips and the bread, and I'm a sweets girl. You say ice cream, that's my love language. I'm like, yes, please.
I love sweets and will take them anytime I can get them. But my go-to, if I'm really wanting something to feel like I'm satisfying a cheat, it's chips and hot sauce, chips and salsa.
Ooh, chips and salsa. Yes, I love some salsa. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you like mild, medium, or hot salsa?
I like medium, and the hotter the better for my husband. So we have a constant headbutting over that. But
I know. See, I love hot salsa.
so
I just do. Especially when it's just, see, now I'm getting hungry. But mild, I see mild and I just go, why? It's just vegetables in a sauce. Why? You can make that at home. I don't understand. I'm just saying, if anyone can answer that question for me, thank you very much. So let's move on to the second part. It's called This or That. And I'm going to give you 2 options and you have to pick one. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Would you rather go to the gym or be outdoors?
Oh, outdoors.
Would you rather do burpees or mountain climbers?
Oh, mountain climbers. I'm not
me
a burpee
too.
girl.
Oh, I've never been a burpee girl. Would you rather do strength or cardio?
Strength.
Would you rather do Soul Cycle or Peloton?
I've never done Peloton, so I'm going to choose Soul Cycle, but I think I might like Peloton.
Yoga or Pilates?
Pilates.
Protein shake or protein bar?
Protein bar.
Jump rope or high knees?
Jump rope.
Kettlebells or dumbbells?
Kettlebells.
CrossFit or ballet bar?
I've never done CrossFit. I'm going to say probably CrossFit.
Oh.
Even though I've never done it.
Solo or group?
Solo.
Rowing or running?
I'm going to say rowing now.
Arm day or leg day?
Oh, arm day or leg day? Leg day.
Crunches or planks?
Planks.
Awesome.
I love
and
planks.
You won.
Yay. Yay.
Oh, Holly, thank you so much for playing along and doing this for me. Where can people find you if they want to get in contact with you?
The best place would probably be my website, Kat. It's teachingyourselftolearn.com. Teaching Yourself to Learn is all one word.
Well, thank you, Holly. And for everyone else, please stay safe. Take care of each other. Until next time, it's never too late to start your impossible. And my name is Kat Corchado, and I am a content creator of color.